What's up, everybody? This is Review Box. I am your host, Nick.
I'm Sinjin.
And today we are reviewing the movie Y2K. And if you heard that, that was my dog who sounds like an old man who just got off a 16-hour construction shift.
He sounds like he's like, I'm sick of your guys' shit.
Right?
He's like, it's 10:30. Fucking go to bed.
He's like, Nick, it's bedtime. Anyways, we're going to talk about the movie Y2K. It's a comedy. It's so funny, and it's such a great time. We follow these characters. Well, we really follow the character Eli, but Eli and Danny, they're in high school, right?
Follow Danny for like 20 minutes.
I know, but like we follow Eli, and it's a super simple setup. You got two friends who are kind of losers, They're in high school, and then obviously there's this party. They're going to go to the party, and then the main character, Eli, he sees a girl that he really likes, and of course he wants to be with her, but he's afraid to do it. But the best friend is super outgoing and is doing his own thing. The twist on top of this is that it's 1999, and it's December 31st. And right when it strikes midnight, all technology shuts down, comes back and comes to life, and pretty much just kills everybody.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. That's the movie.
But you got to remember.
See you guys next week. Just kidding.
You got to remember this equation. 2 minus 1 plus 3.
2?
You start off with 2, you lose 1, then you add 3.
Jesus, I don't even get that.
Because you end up with 4 friends at the end instead of just the 2 that you start off with in the beginning.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so, I mean, where do I even...
Well, actually, you know what? Never mind, because we'll get to it later.
Okay, like, this movie has such a young cast of so many actors from so many other movies.
Mm-hmm. Like what's his name? Eduardo Franco? The long-haired one.
Oh my God, I love him.
Fucking... Oh.
He's from the movie The Package, where he
cuts off his dick.
He cuts his dick off. Like
that movie is so funny.
You got the kid who plays in It and who also plays in Defending Jacob. It's funny. I know all these actors, but I don't know their names. Obviously, Danny's character, the actor who plays Danny, is from Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
I mean, the list goes on.
I think he's gonna be in How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, nice.
The live action.
The weird kid who's playing the guitar at one of the functions, he's from Halloween. And then the main character is Eli's love interest.
Laura.
Her boyfriend is the guy from Scream.
Aftermath.
From Aftermath and from Scream. It's such a the girl, let me get her name.
Laura?
No, Ash.
Oh, Ash. Uh-huh.
Yeah, Ash she plays Glenn and Glinda from the Chucky series. Yeah.
Never watched the Chucky series.
Yeah, let me just kind of go down it. Oh yeah, and then I forgot Laura plays Laura's freaking the new Snow White.
Really? There's a new Snow White?
Rachel Ziegler is so it's Rachel Ziegler, Julian Denson is Danny, Jaden Martell is Eli. Daniel, damn dude, there's a lot of people. Okay, Mason Gooding is Jonas. There's a lot of upcoming young actors in that movie, but
who the fuck was Nugs?
Huh?
Nugs.
I don't know.
Nugs. I remember.
Oh wait, Nugs is Oh wait, no, never mind, because that's CJ. I don't know who Nugs is. Wait, why? Where? What are you looking at?
Just
Nugs. Where do you see Nugs? He's the guy on the couch when they go to that, like, the stoner dude from the Blockbuster.
Yeah.
When they go to that little spot, he's just sitting on the couch and he's just playing the guitar. He's in the Halloween movie. He's the stoner boyfriend that dies in the Halloween movie as well.
Smoked. Hold on. Is this the?
That's the right cast.
No. Which one was the rapper friend?
CJ.
Oh, okay. Right. You're right.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in anything.
This fool, his death scene is so fucking funny to me.
Yeah, let's just.
He's like, hold up, new rap coming in.
Yeah, and he dropped some bars. All right, so let's just go over real quick. So in Y2K, It is a comedy. I wouldn't say it's a horror. It's more of like a comedy sci-fi thriller. Yeah. And so basically when technology comes to life, because for those who don't know, Y2K.
Because a lot of you were born after that.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, hold up. I didn't know what Y2K was. I only know what. Okay.
Wait, you were born in what, 98?
Look, bro, don't be fucking airing shit out like that. So, anyways, I only know about Y2K because of My Name Is Earl.
Jesus Christ, bro.
So yeah, that's how I learned about Y2K. So Y2K was this scare that when the clocks. Oh, your shoes are red too. That when the clocks were gonna turn over to the year 2000, technology was just gonna fail. This movie obviously amplifies it, where technology comes to life and kills you. But it's like funny technology. It's like the little car, like the little Jeep, little kid Jeep.
They took a what was it?
The CDs come to life.
Farkas.
The blender.
The Farkas. You remember in the beginning, like the big like computer monster or whatever.
Yes.
Who takes his pager?
He takes his pager.
Yeah, he sees it. He takes his pager.
Damn, that's foul.
That shit was funny.
Okay.
Oh my God, Farkas's death was fucking hilarious.
Farkas is the long-haired guy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay. Let me explain that. That is my favorite. That was my favorite moment. I think that movie came out, 2024?
Yeah.
That was my favorite moment in film in 2024. So Farkas is an absolute asshole. He's like the bully character to Eli and Danny, okay? Just complete bully. They're like 1999. They're listening to Limp Bizkit.
Just a dick.
Yeah, they're just
fucking
like
Randy. No, I'm just kidding.
They're listening to Limp Bizkit. Like that's just their thing, right?
Limp Bizkit, bro.
I know. Don't even. I know. We'll get there.
I'm so impatient with this movie right now.
I know.
I'll
So
watch it again when I get home.
So anyways, he's such an asshole. Like, he's picking on the main character, and then obviously he's at the party, and then like the technology comes alive, and then they go in the garage, and unfortunately the main character's best friend dies so early, which tripped me out.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, and then
because he was a lot of the funny in the beginning.
No, it really was. And then so anyway, so the garage opens and they're like, hell yeah, let's get out of here. And at this point, it's only Eli, Danny, Laura, Ash, CJ, and Farkas. That's it.
Correct. But hold on, back up a little bit. Yeah. When he's dying and he hands him the condom.
Oh yeah, and he hands it. Yeah, his best friend's dying and he still pulls out the condom.
He was like, "Just do you."
Hey, and that condom comes in later to save the day. So, this is my absolute favorite moment of 2024 in film. Farkas is like,
No. You got to explain it first. Because when they're in the garage, they're like, grab whatever you can, a bike, a skateboard, skates, whatever. And then CJ, the stoner rapper, gives it, has rollerblades in his hand. And then Farkas comes up. He was like, I could have went pro. And he grabs him. And he fucking puts
So he grabs him and he's like, I was going to go in the prelims or the X Games or something like that. So they open the garage. He has the rollerblades on. And there's a basketball court thing, like stand on the floor. So it looks like a perfect rail. Like you would just hit it, right? And he's like, check this out. And he fucking goes and he hits it and he falls back and he busts his head open and he just dies right there. And that's the end for that character. That's the end for that character.
It was I thought he was going to do some sick shit too because the song that was playing.
Yeah. It was Limp Bizkit. It was like.
It was so bad. Like you thought he was going to really do something. He just.
Yeah, like you thought he was going to be so badass, so epic, and then he literally just hits the rail and it falls on his head, and then you see like the puddle of blood, and he's just dead, and that's it.
Yeah, fucking Ash was like, bro.
Bro, there's another character in there. So a lot of these characters do die. So another character's death that's by far. Well, another character real quick is the stoner from the Blockbuster.
From Blockbuster.
It's not Blockbuster, but it's a video store.
Wait.
It's a video store, and it's a stoner dude. And he's like, yeah, like, he goes to smoke them out, and he, like, so he goes, like, they go in the R-rated section to smoke weed, and he takes off his chanclas to put on other chanclas. Do you remember that?
Is that at the beginning?
Yeah, it's at the beginning. It's the dreadlock, the white boy with the dreadlocks.
The one that you see later on at the hideout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, like, he's in it, and he's like, yeah, he's like the super stoner, like, loser dude. Like, I forgot the character's name, but he's an absolute loser. So they're running from the robots, and then he has like a bag full of drugs, and he takes them
Yeah,
all.
pills.
But even before that, when they're at the hideout, they're asking the supercomputer questions.
Yeah.
Did you catch when he was just like,
Don't worry about me.
No. He's like, ask the computer is it okay if you didn't grow up with the dad? Is it okay if you didn't know your dad?
No.
It's
Something like that, but that's not what he said. It's like, is it okay if you're still not okay with the fact that your dad left or something like that?
Yeah, or something like that. Like he has like straight dad issues, and like the robot just ignores him, and he's like,
No, it says you're not connected to the internet, and then he was like, "Don't worry about me."
Yeah, he said, nah, don't worry about me. But anyways, so the robot's chasing the kids, and he pulls up, and he's like, I'm here to save the day. And he like takes a shitload of drugs.
Laura throws a rock. It hits the robot, and she's like, "Don't touch it. Those are my friends. Those losers are my friends."
Yeah, when they pull up, right? And then he's like, yeah, da-da-da. So he takes all the drugs, and he like rushes the robot, and the robot just chops his arm off.
He was like, "I'm about to transform or ascend." Yeah, and then he fucking pulls out that stupid stick game he was playing earlier, and he just like he's just like this. And then he starts running at him, and again, the fucking music and the way he was standing, and his fucking chocolates like going in the dirt like this. It was like, oh, he's really about to fuck up this
and then
robot.
Like, bam, chops his arm off.
And he was like, oh, the way he's like, I don't like this. He's like, whoa, look at that. He's like, I don't like this.
And then bam, they chop his head off. And he unfortunately dies.
And he's smiling when his head rolls on the floor.
Yeah.
He's just fucking
smiling. And then
smiling.
CJ is like the rapper guy.
Oh.
Okay, but anyways, so they go back. Okay, so.
Actually, real quick, you know what I thought was going to happen in that scene? I didn't think Stoner Boy was going to try to fight the robot. I thought originally when she was working at the robot back at the hideout or whatever, I thought she was going to turn that robot into like on their side.
Yeah, no, same here. I thought they were actually going to switch him.
Uh-huh.
But remember when this robot is Eli's computer, the main characters, and they like go to load up his stuff and it's just straight porn.
No, he was like, we know each other. And then the computer just pulls up like, oh yeah, fuck me harder.
Yeah, it like pulls up porn and he's like, whoa, he's like, that's just a virus. And the stoner guy's like, yeah, I got a couple of those viruses. Dude, I love that character so much.
It was so funny.
And then, so then they escape the robot by going into a porta potty that goes downhill, and there's just like
full on jackass moment.
It's like Eli and the love interest are about to kiss, and then they're just straight shit. Just
everything just starts flying out.
And then it's a little later after that. Oh no, they go back to the video store.
Yeah, they go back to the video store.
Oh my God.
And then there's just like this mysterious guy in the dark in the back. It's like, yeah, everybody, I remember, I could hear their screams. Duh, duh, duh. And then CJ's like, hey, what up, G? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, right? And then he goes to reveal, and it's none other than Fred Durst. But what's funny is that he's not even a cameo. He's in the rest of the movie. Like that,
he becomes the senator or some shit.
Yeah, like he's going for Congress or the senator or president. Like, I love that he wasn't he was shown, and you're like, oh, that's a cool cameo, and then he literally is in the movie, and then he plays a part in the movie because they go to the school where like the motherboard or whatever for like the robots, and then he like tries to sing and. It's just
like, we don't give a fuck about your lame ass band. The world's falling apart.
Dude. Oh yeah, and then CJ the whole time doesn't like Fred Durst, calls him like a poser because he only likes that real underground stuff.
Yeah, but Fred Durst, like, because CJ starts rapping real quick, and then Fred Durst acknowledges, he's like, that's that intellectual flow. He was like, I like that. And that's when he just looks at him like, the fuck? So he starts liking him a little bit, and then fucking this fool fucking CJ just pushes Fred Durst out of the way.
I thought it was Ash.
What?
Doesn't he save Ash?
No.
Oh, he saves Fred Durst?
Yeah, he saves Fred Durst. And he gets fucking nailed with CDs in the face.
Oh, my God.
And fucking Fred Durst was like, I thought you hated me. He looked at him. He was like, rap is rap.
and then he just starts doing some flows.
Yeah, he's just like quick. He's like, hold on, just quick inspiration.
So just a real quick run through. Just to reiterate, my favorite part of the movie is when Farkas thinks he's about to hit this rail, and he goes on his skates, and he's like, check this out, and he goes off the rail, and he misses, and he lands on his head, and then he just instantly dies.
Honestly,
That's my favorite part.
That's probably my favorite death.
That's your favorite death? What's
Yeah.
your favorite part?
Fuck, hold on, let me think about that. Oh, my favorite part is the ending when Eli reunites with his parents, whatever, and then the stoners come in, and he was like, he was like, Eli has a mom and dad, and then he was like, oh, my apologies, I need to be more like, I'm rude, and then he tries to hand them a joint, and then Eli's dad's like, no, we're good, and the mom's like, takes it, and then he was like, cool mom, you got a cool mom, Eli.
Hell yeah.
And then she fucking rips it like hard, and the dad's like, I think that's enough.
Nah, you know what was freaky about the parents were freaky in the beginning.
Yeah, he was.
They're like, yeah, your mother taught me how to French kiss.
She was ready.
Yeah, she was ready. It was like, what the hell?
It was like, what? I don't want to hear that.
Dude, oh
But
my gosh.
fucking, that's my life too, bro.
Dude, honestly, that movie was so good. It was just so funny, like, and it got so much hate, and people are just lame. It's like, dude, just go to the movies and laugh a little, like.
Oh, did it get hate?
I believe it did, dude. People.
What the fuck? Kid Leroy was in it?
Who?
He was Soccer Chris? I didn't even realize that.
I didn't even know who was Soccer Chris.
Kid Leroy.
No, but who was Soccer Chris? Like,
Oh, I don't know. He was the one throwing the party.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, is he the kid who's like, I wear hair gel, dumbass?
No.
Oh, okay. And then he just gets lit on fire by a little robot.
Yeah. That was Soccer Chris's homeboy. I think Soccer Chris dies before that though.
Oh, probably. Did you stay for the after credits?
No, so Soccer Chris gets hit. So you remember when he was like, "Come on, Lauren, let's get out of here" or whatever, and then she's like,
That's him?
Yeah, we got to look for so and so, and he's like, "Fuck that!" And he's like, "You want to die with these losers? Go ahead." And then the fucking dishwasher flops out while he's trying to run away. Then his head ends up in the microwave.
That is true. Yeah. Okay, that's him.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. Oh my gosh.
What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, did you stay for the after credits?
Oh, when Danny's fucking dancing in the computer sim. Is
Yeah.
that like a computer simulation? Like, is that where he's at?
I have no idea.
Like, is that supposed to be the joke or something?
I have no idea what that was, but again, it was amazing.
It was funny how they kind of set it up for a part two.
I mean, they did, but
But
like,
how would you fucking continue that?
You
I mean, you
can't.
could, in a way, like, oh, they came back. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be based off Y2K anymore. It could just be like, oh, they never really left.
yeah, but then that's kind of like that's what gave the movie, because like it really leaned on like nostalgia in a sense. But I mean, see, even this, if we didn't even think about it,
You want to talk about nostalgia, bro?
we didn't even talk about the nostalgia because that's how good the movie was. We were just
Yeah.
talking about like everything that was happening.
No, but speaking of nostalgia, we gotta do early '90s. That movie Jonah Hill wrote.
I've never seen it.
You gotta watch it. It's
You know
really
what's
good.
crazy?
Huh.
He helped produce this movie,
Jonah Hill?
Y2K. Yeah.
Very valid.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
Jonah Hill needs to do more movies.
I know I need to go ahead and watch that movie. I'll make sure to put that on my list.
But yeah, with nostalgia, fucking like the old school video camera, the scenes where it's not showing like a normal movie, it's showing you the point of view from the camera.
Oh, like found footage.
Yeah, those scenes are dope because like it reminds me of because even me, I have like home videos and that's what it looks like IRL, not IRL, but you know like that's what the actual
Like in
film-
real life.
Look.
He's just showing me a video right now of his youth.
That's
Hell
what-
yeah.
And this is 97.
Dude, where were you for Y2K, bro?
Fucking, I was probably at school. Hold on. No, smoked. I was probably just at home.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I was 4 years old.
Anyways,
Maybe. Hold
was there
on.
anything that you didn't like about the movie?
Yeah, I was 4 years old. No, not really. Let me think. No.
No, it was just straight. It was funny
See,
and it was straight great
It's
time.
one of those movies. It's like why it's supposed to be goofy. How you gonna hate on it?
Yeah, that's true.
It's
yeah,
like
exactly.
It's
why are you
literally
gonna be,
a goofy movie.
Why are you gonna be so like critiqued about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like why so serious? No, just
yeah,
kidding.
like why are you gonna sit there and be like, oh, well,
Like, you can
like
pick
it's gonna be
apart-
like an Oscar nominee. And
Yeah,
you know
like
what
you're
I
gonna
mean?
pick apart shit that doesn't make sense. Like it's not supposed to make sense. It's fucking comedy.
Yeah. So, anyways, I give it a 3 out of 10. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine just pick on it. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. That was great. It was a great time.
I don't know. I laughed a lot, so for that, I'm gonna give it a 9.
Hell
It was
yeah.
so fucking funny.
It was just funny.
Farkas was probably the funniest part about the movie.
Yes.
Until Limp Bizkit came out, and then it just got a lot funnier just because of how, like, Limp Bizkit, like, didn't he not pioneer it, but like make new metal
He's one
popular?
of them. He's one of them. Yeah, him and Korn.
Yeah, like made not
Some
made.
people
well,
even argue
okay,
Slipknot.
so like new metal mixed with hip hop and rock and whatever. He was like one of the ones that made that popular, mixing new metal and rap.
Well,
and-
that is kind of new metal. I don't know. New metal is really hard to define in a sense, but you can say he's for sure one of them. Like him or
Yeah.
not, he's one of them. And then
You're
for sure,
rolling,
Korn too.
My Way, fucking Nookie. Oh my god, Nookie's funny.
So no, what was funny is that all right, we'll leave with on Farkas, like when he's talking to CJ and CJ's like clowning him, like CJ's like talking mad shit and Farkas doesn't know what to do, so he's like, well, now your cup's on the floor, bitch.
What are you gonna do about
Like,
it?
just like what the fuck? Like fuck this guy, dude.
Yeah,
Oh
it was
my
so
god.
funny. That was so funny. And then he's
God,
like,
I love that scene.
oh my god! In the garage, when Danny finally stood up to him, he was like, "You know, you've been a real dick to us or whatever, but you know, we're gonna go there to the safe house. We're gonna go, and you know what? You're invited." That shit was so funny. And then when Danny's talking, when his death scene, when he's like, "You forgetful bitch, what would you do without me?" He's like, and he's holding up the backpack, and they just get stabbed through the door.
Ah, it's so sad.
I know he could have.
You know, that was a trip. That would like I gotta give it to them. I did not like obviously I expected characters to die.
Yeah.
I did not expect the best friend to die right off the bat.
Yeah, so
For
early.
reals. Like that was very surprising because like you were saying, he was so funny in the beginning. He was hella fun. Like literally every time he was on screen, he was funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So then at the end of the movie, they kick it 5 years later, and Limp Bizkit is almost the president.
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit, fucking Fred Durst.
Limp Bizkit. Yeah, Fred Durst is almost
But
president.
5 years later, they're graduating college. Fucking Laura works at Limp Bizkit Industry or no, Limp Bizkit Fred or Durst Industries.
I was like,
She works at Durst Industries as a coder,
yeah.
and then Eli doesn't really mention what he's doing. He's
Did you notice that he's dressed up as Kelso
I didn't.
in the last shot?
No.
Yeah, he's dressed up as Kelso.
Why?
Because man, he has the Kelso action figure.
Oh, smoked. Okay, I didn't notice that. But and then they don't explain what Ash is doing, but she's the only one with the car, so I'm assuming she's doing well for herself.
Right.
And then she's still. This is what 5 years later, so the year is 2005, and she's rocking one of the original iPods.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the funny thing was when she was like, "Auntie, skip my ass," because she's like, because the song was like glitching out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you realize the AI or the computer AI is not really dead because his face pops out the screen.
Now, who knows what that means? They'll make a new one. It'll be about the recession.
You
In
know what?
2008.
There was one thing I didn't like about this because this is a personal beef with me.
Okay.
Is both her friends sat in the back seat as she drove away. That shit pisses me off.
You know what? I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, I'm not your Uber, I'm your friend, bitch.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta treat the homie like a chauffeur. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This has been Review Box. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see you when we see you. Peace.
Deuces.